No winners of 23 straight games. And as we said, 61 of their last 62, 72 of their last 74 games. The guy right in the middle of that, both literally and figuratively, is Ed Stinson. His 13th season at Hoboken, that's 2 stints there. His 23rd season of high school coaching. And he's been a state champion 5 times at Hoboken, 6 times overall. The other side of the field, the Patriots of Wayne Hills, and they are coached by Chris Olson. He is also in his 13th season. He's taken his team to 10 playoffs. This will be his 3rd state title game. Lost the previous 2, including last year, to Hoboken. And the Hoboken Red Wings' lethal offense will get the ball first. We say lethal because this is a team that is averaging 36 points per game, 481 yards of total offense per game, and 353 runs on the ground with the wing T offense for Ed Stinson. Now back deep now to take the kick, Carlos Perez. And he is back deep along with the guy we were telling you about in our open, Tyrell Dortch, back at the 10-yard line. Ready to get this one underway. The North Jersey Section 1 Group 3 state title. Kickoff fielded at the 20-yard line. And making it out to the 24-yard line is Vladimir Ventura. He is a starting running back for this Hoboken Red Wings squad. They're going to run the wing T. There's going to be a lot of motion in the backfield, and this is a very, very big play-oriented team. The pilot out there, and the guy that keeps it going is senior quarterback Wilfredo Gomez. As you can see, he hasn't been called upon to throw much this year, but look at the 21 completions leading to 761 yards. This is truly a team that makes big plays left and right. They will start it off right with the bread truck. Dortch up the middle, and he's going to take it out across the 28-yard line, nearly 4 yards to pick up on first down. Dortch in the backfield along with Ventura and Sosa. Wide receiver is Perez. Ramon Estrella is the starting tight end. Victor Gonzalez, Robert Gonzalez, Denicio Castro, Sandy Sanchez, and Chris Aponte across the offensive line for the Red Wings. Second down now, about 6 yards to go for Hoboken. Little movement on the line. And the outside give this time to Sosa. And he is going to get snowed under across the 30-yard line out to the 31. It's going to be a couple of yards shy of the first down. Wayne Hill's defensive unit for the Patriots allowing just 8.7 points per game. Hermany, LaRosa, Boleto, and Neal across the front line. Hickerson, Pea, Malici, and Altidoka are the 4 linebackers. That leaves you 3 defensive backs. Monahan and Spicer are the corners. Hagauer is the starting safety. Third down now, and a long 2 yards to go for Hoboken. Their opening drive of the football game. Sosa up the middle, and he's very close. Jared looks like he got the first down across the 34-yard line.
Looks like he picked up the first down because of that second effort. We are going to see him get the ball a lot today. They love to give Dortch the ball and give him opportunities to start running early, because when he gets hot, he's gone.
Speaking of gone, that is a young man who anytime he touches the ball from anywhere on the field is a threat to go the route. 9 touchdowns of 50 yards or more this year, 4 of 80 yards or more this year. Lined up directly behind Gomez on first down from the 35. Off play action, Gomez has the receiver open, and it is a completed pass out to the 50-yard line. A pickup of 15 yards on the play as Carlos Perez hauls it in. A 15-yard gain, but Perez is averaging 33.5 a catch.
He's averaging 33.5 per catch, and it's directly a result of how powerful their running game is. But you can see when they throw him the ball, he catches the ball with ease. He has a nice touch. And Gomez is the quarterback that can get the ball to the person who's open right away, because they need that to stay balanced offensively.
This is a Hoboken team that is not an especially large roster, nor are they especially deep. But they've got a handful of playmakers on this team that can make life miserable for the opposition. On first down, Sosa in motion, back to Dortch, and through the middle he goes, down to the 45-yard line, a 5-yard pickup.
5-yard pickup by Dortch, and this is what he really likes to tell the coach. Say, listen, coach, let me get the ball early on in the game so I can run it inside and get those first couple of hits. Let the defense come to me first, and then after that, I want to take it to them.
Well, this defense has seen Dortch before. In last year's game, they shut him down, holding him to only 59 yards and still lose the ball. game, 14-7. Second down. Again with the man in motion. And again, back to Dortch. And this time they'll be taken down by Ryan Neal after a short pickup of 2 yards.
Ryan Neal coming up with the big tackle on Dortch. And listen, Wayne Hills knows that they have to play very tough defense. If they want to win this game, Neal is going to have to come up big. He leads this team with 12 sacks. 12 sacks. So he's the person who likes to get in the backfield and make those tackles for losses.
Neal is a young man with a football pedigree. Son of Bill Neal, former New York Giant, who played his games right here in the Meadowlands. Somebody else I know did that too. Third down and 4. With a man in motion, Dortch trying to get to the outside, and he's got the speed to do it. Look out! A touchdown saving tackle from behind by the safety Hagauer down at the 29-yard line. That's another Hoboken first down.
First down, a nice run by Dortch, but a very nice tackle by Hagauer, who's playing that safety position, and he is the leader of that defensive back crew. And you see, Dortch, again, likes to run the ball up inside early, so he can do this. Take it around outside, outrun the players, and just take it the distance.
He misses on that grab at the jersey, and that is going the distance. And Stinson's got to be very happy with what he has seen so far in the opening drive.
Every coach loves to start off in the opening drive and do very well.
One pass so far on the drive, everything else has been on the ground. And on first down, Dortch again off the right side, just using powerful running straight ahead. He pulls his way down to the 25-yard line for a 4-yard pickup.
Picking up 4 yards right inside, and he's doing that with this offensive line. He's been doing it all year with that offensive line blocking. You see there, Estrella, who's the tight end, who's been really a big part of playing that tight end position, doing a lot of blocking. You see, with that big cast on his head, he may not be able to do a lot of catching. But that offensive line has been really the strong link for this team.
Obviously, they love his blocking. That's why he's in there, because you're not going to catch much with that kind of a cast on. Now, a flag on the play, our first of the game. Motion on the line of scrimmage, and the officials discuss it.
Offense, defense.
Joe Fisher, our referee this evening, along with the rest of the officiating crew here at Giant Stadium. That offsides penalty is going to take it down to the 20-yard line, so second down and very short. Lots of options now for the Hoboken offensive unit, and Gomez goes to the sideline to get the play and then shovels it back in himself. It's going to get a quarterback tired.
That's going to get a quarterback. When you're second down and short, you just love when you have this type of offense and run a pass. You just love to go to the sideline.
Let's see which way they go. With a man in motion, what do you think they're going? Back to George, but he's not going to get the first down.
And that's because LaRosa is there, right, to make the big stop. LaRosa, Boleto, and Harmony, who the defensive front for Wayne Hills it's really important for them to make some quick stops early on and control that line of scrimmage. The coach started off early on. The defensive coordinator is Tim Zissa, who says, listen, defensively, we want to control the front line of scrimmage.
7 carries, 31 yards for Dortch thus far, averaging just over 4 a carry. That sounds like it's good, but this guy's averaging 11.7 per touch this year and 11.3 in his career. Third down now, it's short. Back to George, pushing it ahead, and it looks like he's got first down yardage inside the 19-yard line, near the 18. Certainly enough to get it done, and the tackle made by Bisnick Malici.
Malici is one of those inside linebackers who really is one of the leaders on this squad. He's third on the team in tackling, and they really want the defensive line to play well so that those linebackers can just move around without being blocked and just get to the ball carrier.
One thing we have not mentioned yet is coming into the weekend, Hoboken, the number 2 ranked team in New Jersey, Del Barton, number 1, lost to St. Joe's here at Giant Stadium the night before this one. Throw to the back corner of the end zone, and nothing is there. Second down coming up. And Hoboken, if they go to 12-0 and get this victory, can lay their claim to being the number 1 overall team this year.
Well, Hoboken is the team that they love to play. And, like you said, their record just since 1993 is 72-2, only losing 2 games since 1993. So they said, listen, if anyone is deserving of being the national or the state champion, it's them.
Now we'll have to wait and see. As we said, Del Barton dropping their game to St. Joe's. Montvale, St. Joe's stakes a claim to it as well. Second down now from the 19-yard line. Gomez again sending his man in motion. That's Ventura. And there's Dortch trying to get around the outside. And he's going to get shoved out of bounds at the 16-yard line after a pickup of a little bit more than 2 yards. Third down coming up.
Just a great team effort on Wayne Hill's side. The defensive front is playing tough. The linebackers are trying to cover. And then your defensive backs are coming up and making big stops, what they need to do. If you want to stop a big-time running back like Terrell Dortch, you have to have team effort.
Now, if you're the defensive unit for Wayne Hills right now, you got a tongue hanging out just a little bit, but you also realize it's a great spot for a stop. Play number 13 on this opening drive. And Hoboken, coming to the line of scrimmage, running out of time, is elected to call for a timeout. We'll take one, too. So far, it's been all about Hoboken. 12 plays on the drive. They have eaten up the first half of the first quarter. 6 minutes in possession time. They're in the red zone with a third down when we come back. Scoreless here in the first quarter. Third down. They're looking to throw. Gomez firing, and it is incomplete behind Dortch. He was trying to get him over the top of the linebackers, underneath the defensive backs, but threw it behind him.
Threw it behind him, just a little play action, and you see, Gomez is a quarterback. He doesn't throw that much, and it's because their running game has been so potent. But here on the play action, they're going to their same TD, same man, Terrell Dortch, trying to catch him out of the backfield so he can get a big play, pop it in for an end zone on this opening drive.
Now, they do want to see what they can do about coming away with some points on this opening drive, and so Hoboken is going to elect for the field goal. As Dortch goes to the sideline, Javier Galarza has now come on to attempt what's going to be a 32-yarder from the left side, and he's not going to get it. Now, there's a big lift for Wayne Hills after watching Hoboken use 6 minutes plus on the opening drive. They come away empty-handed.
Oh, Wayne Hills is very ecstatic right now. I mean, it's for a number of reasons. One being that they stopped him on the opening drive. But the second reason, and I think the most important reason, is that Wayne Hills only plays a number of people both ways. Hoboken plays both ways almost the entire team. So they're going to be tired. Wayne Hills feels as if they can come out fresh, not only on the opening drive, but every time they get the ball.
Chris Olsen Jr. is the quarterback. I say junior because he is the son of the Patriots head coach. Throwing for more than 1,000 yards this year, the 11 touchdowns. Something they haven't seen in Wayne Hills in quite some time. Patriots offense comes out. Their first possession, 1st and 10 from the 20. And they're down to their main guy, A.J. Spicer, who picks up 3 around right end on first down, tackled by Rich England. Spicer among those that you're going to see in the backfield all night. 1,200-yard rusher on the year. He's joined by Pat Hickerson. The slot back is Hagauer. Bill Monin is the key receiver, and John Chiolieri is the tight end. Reiser, Poshi, Perella, Yura, and Battletoy along the offensive line for the Patriots. Second down. Some time to throw the football. Olsen lofting it, and it is incomplete. Defensively, they were just sitting back, playing a little center field. Herb Reyes was back there in coverage as they tried to find Hagauer down the sideline. Victor Correa, Chris Aponte, Juan Valdez, that's right, Juan Valdez and Philip High along the defensive line. Braxton Perez Rodriguez are your 3 linebackers. And his team plays with 4 defensive backs. Herb Reyes has 7 interceptions on the year. Watch out for Dortch back there as well. He has 3 sacks and 3 interceptions on the season. On third down. They'll send the man in motion. And the inside hand looking for first down yardage. Not enough for Pat Hickerson. As he gets it out to the 27-yard line, it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down, they 3 and out. What they don't like to do, they want to come out and really start something off this opening drive. But defensively, they played well. Offensively, they came out and sputtered, but they're still right because they say they can punt the ball now, play solid defense again. On 4th
it down. Hickerson the punter, kicking it away. That's an end-over-end kick. And they're going to let it roll. Hoboken going to allow it to go inside their own 40-yard line. It'll be down at the 38-yard line. And that is where the Red Wings will start things off offensively on first down and 10. You want to find out more about CN8? You got show topics, schedules, news, recipes, AccuWeather, brought to you by John Deere. Well, then visit us on the web at cn8.com. Also a great place to check out not just showtimes, but when your high school championship game is going to be airing. Which drove deep into Wayne Hill's territory on their opening possession. Back at it again. Back to George. Lost his footing. And he was helped by Mike LaRosa to the ground on a loss back to the 36-yard line.
Mike LaRosa coming in, breaking out from that nose guard position, getting in the backfield, making the tackle. And that's what they want to do all night, is really make some tackles and get some hits on Terrell Dortch early. He wants to get the ball early so he can get some hits on defensive players. But defensively, when you start hitting people for tackles for losses, you really start getting pumped up.
Two strong offenses, two strong defenses. We see who bunches first in this one in a scoreless game. On play action, big rush coming. Good job by Gomez to avoid it, and throws incomplete. He got it on the hand of his wide receiver, Carlos Perez, but a little bit too high for Perez to make the catch along the sideline.
A little bit out of Perez's reach, but listen, they're really running at play action because the running game has been effective. You see that just get Gomez rolling out, not getting sacked, getting the ball just a little bit out of the reach of Perez. We'll look for them to go back with that later on in the game. Still only in the first quarter, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. They're still testing out a lot of things.
Something you don't see a whole lot of anymore. The quarterback going to the sideline after every play and getting direct instruction from his head coach and then running back in and calling the play. And Gomez brings him out on third down and long. Big rush coming and he's sacked. Ball is loose. And it's recovered by Wayne Hills down at the 32-yard line.
Nice recovery by Neal, who just came up with the ball. You see him going off to the sidelines after recovering a big play. But here it is, they're going again with the play action. No one sees the other side, and from the other side, that's Altita coming in with the sack. The junior coming in with a nice hit, getting the sack, getting the ball loose. And you see from this side, Neal, who's really their sack man, coming up, getting rid of his blocker and getting on the ball for a sudden change.
Well, big break now. They mark it at the 31-yard line. And Spicer is going to get it inside the 30. Tackle made by Rodriguez down inside the 29 after a 2-yard pickup. First big break of the game.
Turnovers, and sudden change. That's the type of things that you really want to get if you're the person on the positive end of it, and the person on the other end, you don't want you try to avoid those turnovers.
Well, there was a mix-up blocking-wise, obviously, as the linebacker came clear, and the quarterback Gomez never saw it. Second down now coming up. They've got to get it down near the 21-yard line. Hagauer's the man in motion. Spicer trying to use his blockers. Turns off pretty quickly, though, and he's not going to get much. Maybe a half yard, and that's about all.
Spicer trying to use his blockers, stay behind those blockers and try to run and just follow that, what they used to call that student body left and student body right. He just tried to put himself in between those two big linemen. You see, he had his fullback Hickerson up there and the big guy, Bellato, trying to get some blocks. He just put his head right in between. But this Hoboken team defensively, whether they play both offense and defense, they still like to go after the ball every minute of the game.
They only allow 7 points per game. Right now, the inside handoff going to result in a first down and more. Down inside the 15-yard line to the 12. The carry for Pat Hickerson, and he picks up 16 yards in a Wayne Hills first down.
Picks up 16 big yards. He looks a little bit in Giant Stadium. He looks a little bit like somebody else I know used to do that. Up inside, Hickerson making his big move just in between the tackles. Who do you think it is?
You mean number 33 in the blue?
He looked very good on this play right here. Up the middle, making people pay for it before he goes down.
Spicer Rice are going to get dragged down on the backfield. Never got a head of steam going as Valdez throws him for a short loss back to the 14-yard line.
This Hoboken team is really tough, and as we said, it's still early in the first quarter, but this team of Hoboken, they play a lot of players, both offensively and defensively. Wayne Hills has a lot of fresh guys, and once they start hitting a lot of big plays like that, you got to look out.
I really thought before, moments ago, you might have been talking about Rob Carpenter or somebody like that. Little Joe Morris.
Maybe. Fullback position, in the middle, same play.
He was talking Jared Bunch, my partner here tonight. A little bit more than a minute left here in the first quarter. Wayne Hills threatening, throwing, and it is picked off. Picked off down at the 5-yard line. Super athletic play from Herb Reyes. His 8th interception of the year. Hoboken has dodged a first quarter bullet.
Oh, what an interception. You talked about it earlier. You said that he had 7 interceptions coming into this game, and you see right on this play, Reyes is such a phenomenal athlete because this ball was thrown very well, a catchable ball, and Reyes just comes in and snatches it out of the air.
He stole it.
He just stole it out of the air. You cannot fault the quarterback for this because the receiver had his hands on the ball, and Reyes comes up with a great play.
That is a super play by Reyes, who had a 101-yard interception return for a touchdown in Hoboken's semifinal win over Ramapo. And now Dortch going to pay for it a bit, but gets out to the 15-yard line, a 9-yard pickup on first down.
Dortch seems like he's getting hot. Hoboken with the ball inside their own 10-yard line and come out on the first down and pick up 9 yards with Dortch up the middle. It opens up so much when you can have a running back like Dortch who can run inside and outside. You have a quarterback who can put the ball where your receivers can catch.
Second down and short. 3 backs in the backfield, and Dortch right through the middle again. First down yardage. He bangs his way out to the 23-yard line, an 8-yard pickup. And that's going to move the sticks, a Hoboken first down.
First down, and when you talk about Wayne Hills and their defense, you talk about gangrene defense. It's a type of defense that everybody has to be in on the play to make a tackle, and they have to do that if they want to stop Dortch tonight.
Going to change it up now and go to Sosa on first down, and he is taken down from behind by Ryan Neal after a short pickup across the 25-yard line on what should be the final play of the first quarter. Now, time of possession was dominated by the Red Wings of Hoboken, and so is total yardage. But right now, one quarter has settled nothing in a rematch of last year's title game. Hoboken and Wayne Hills are scoreless. 12 carries, 50 yards on this one. We talked about 2,300 this year, his senior year. 4,558 in his high school career coming into tonight. And he gets the hand once again on second down and long. Maybe a pickup of about a yard out to the 26. And probably more third down and 5, 6, and 7s than this Hoboken team is used to seeing.
They're used to seeing big plays, big play opportunities. They're a team that really pops the big play. Anytime they touch the ball, they usually pop play. And it's usually on first or second down. So even if it's not a big play, it's usually 9 or 10 yards. 9 yards, so it's not second and 1. So this is something different for them tonight.
Now, we told you that their running backs average more than 8 yards a carry, but now a third down and 7. On play action, Gomez wants to throw, got a man, complete, first down and more. The catch made by Carlos Perez, and only a slip kept him from going a lot farther. As it is, he made it to the 46-yard line.
We were just talking about big plays and how Hoboken really lives on that big play. Perez is their big play receiver, coming out of the backfield or standing at that out of that split-in spot. You see again, they always go off of that play-action pass, which really stops the linebackers a little bit, just enough. So you see him just stopping a little, just enough to get Perez behind the linebackers. And if it was not for a slip, he may have gone for a touchdown.
Confusion in the backfield, but it didn't matter because the ball's on the other side with Dortch. Down the sideline. Touchdown. In for the touchdown is Tyrell Dortch. 53 yards. His 10th touchdown of the year of 50 or more. And lightning quick, Hoboken is on top.
Just like that, big play after big play. We just talked about it. TD Tyrell Dortch busted in for another touchdown of over 50 yards. And you can see what we just talked about, the big play opportunity that they take so much advantage of.
There have been so many of them this year, not only for that young man, but for everybody else wearing the red and white. And here in the opening minute of the second quarter, they have changed the tempo of this game decidedly. Now it is extra point time for Galarza. And he fires it on through. 7-0, Hoboken on top. And they got that man to thank for it, Jared.
They have that man, TD Terrell Dortch, who has 2,300 yards. We talked about how many touchdowns he has over 50 yards, but he has 8 touchdowns in the last 2 years, over 80 yards. And I guess when you rush for 2,300 yards, you got to have a lot of long touchdowns. But Hoboken really lives off of that big play opportunity. And Terrell Dortch already close to 100 yards with 14 carries. And just in the beginning stages of the second quarter. Here you have it, just a regular dive, which they've been running the entire first quarter. He makes a couple of people miss. One other person tries to grab Monaghan there, try to grab his jersey, but he just outruns him for the touchdown. He's just this balanced running. He reminds you of Terrell Davis in his running style and making people miss, staying low, running hard, and just has a nose for that end zone.
Well, he gets in once again for his 29th touchdown of the year. What a season he has had, laying claim to being the best back in the state. Hagauer going to return this kickoff from the 16-yard line. Got a good one across the 30. And he's going to be stopped just outside the 32-yard line. And Wayne Hills offensively will come out now, trailing by a 7-0 score.
Now's the time when you're Wayne Hills, you don't panic, you just continue to play tough, solid ball. There's 3 quarters left in this game. It's just 7 points. You know, Coach Chris Olson who said that, listen, we've been in this position before. We're 11-0. We've only lost 1 game in the last 2 years, and that's to this team. They just want to come out and play and just play the way they've been playing for this entire season.
You saw the 94-yard scoring drive. It came, don't forget, off the interception. Now Spicer gets to the outside. Dodging a tackle, and he's going to get across the 40-yard line. Hard running for A.J. Spicer, and a pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's just a little spice for Wayne Hills. He just spiced up that play a little bit. Starting off, just taking the ball and really, let me tell you about A.J. A.J. was second last year in the state of golf for Wayne Hills. So he's a golfer as a junior. So this year, as a senior, he'll be going into the golf tournament as the #1 rated golfer.
That's an amazing athlete. Second down now, and Hagauer in motion. They give to the middle and first down yardage out across the 45-yard line for Pat Hankerson. Well, they're not going to give up the game plan. Wayne Hills, team that likes to keep it on the ground, averages 225 yards a game rushing, is going to stay right there despite the 7-0 deficit.
And they're doing a great job. That's all they need to do. You know, they came out the first drive and they sputtered a little bit, only went 3 downs and punted. But now, just because they're down 7 points, just stick with the game plan, keep that running plan, keep the offense on the field, and move forward.
Spicer gets knocked down in the backfield, upended by Victor Correa. There's also a flag down on the play, and an illegal motion call is going to go against Wayne Hills. So the penalty is going to set them back. It'll bring up a first down and 15 situation now for the Patriots. And the call.
Shifty. Offense. Refused. Second down.
Now they allowed the play to stand, and Hoboken decided they'd rather have the down with just a 1-yard pickup. So second down and 9 coming up. Hoboken winners of 23 straight games coming in. Blitz coming. Spicer gets around the blitz, but can't get around the entire wave of white jerseys. Just too much coming after him. Chris Aponte made the tackle.
Aponte in there making that tackle, and listen, Hoboken is playing this ball game defensively from the other side of the field. Defense, you see already they have players at the line of scrimmage or in the backfield. He's Spice is dodging people before he even gets to the line of scrimmage. And that's amazing when most of these guys are playing both ways.
You know, when you've got a blitz that is already in your backfield, as soon as the quarterback is handing off to the running back, as a former running back, you'll probably agree with me, that's not good.
That is not good at all.
Hagauer in motion now on 3rd down and long. Another blitz coming. They're going to try to go up over the top of it, and it is incomplete. Bill Monin was running the fly pattern straight down the sideline, but he was well covered.
Well covered, but what that does, and as you know, when you have blitzing, you have to pick up the blitz most of the time. You see a pass like this, it opens up for the offense, even if the guy doesn't catch it, because the defense knows that it's something that's in the offense's repertoire. So Wayne Hills is just trying to show some things before they start off.
Carlos Perez is back deep along with Dortch. His punt is going to be end over end. There goes Dortch, big playmaker, look out. And he gets pummeled out near the 40-yard line. A good field position coming for the Red Wings as they take over offensively. Hoboken is 7-0 lead as we are into the second quarter here at Giant Stadium in the Meadowlands for the North Jersey Section 1 Group 3 title. Style from Dortch.
He is a change-up back, but when you have a backfield that all of the backs in the backfield average over 8 yards a carry, that's a powerful offensive line that's doing some blocking up front. But offensively, not only do the running backs run hard and the linemen block hard, but they have an offensive scheme that really sets them up to do a lot of big things.
Set up to do it again now. This is basically where they started the big run for Dortch last time. And he's not going to get anywhere this time on 2nd and short. Good play made by Pat Hickerson in the backfield and wrapping up the All-State running back.
Hickerson there, that linebacker, they really look for him and for some leadership at that linebacker position. They're looking for him to step up because they have got to control. If they can't control the line of scrimmage, they have to have someone who is spying Dortch at all times. Don't let him get outside. Don't let him get inside. Really, whenever he touches the ball, just go get him.
Well, obviously they had the plan in place last year. As we said in the title game, they held Dortch to just 59 total yards. He has almost 100 here in the second quarter. And now the give once again to Ventura, and he's not going anywhere. Good play in the backfield and a swarming defense again. Neal and Boleto there to help lead the charge for Wayne Hills.
Nice surge from that defensive line to get Ventura before he even gets a chance to get going. That's what they have to do. They got to have that gangrene type of defense and really start laying hit after hit after hit on these running backs. Slow them down right away.
Well, the Patriots' defense is held, and now Spicer and Hagauer are back to try to return the punt. Hoboken doesn't punt a whole lot. Benicio Castro, who's their center, is also their punter. Left-footed kicker, got a pretty good one away. Hagauer at his 25, good coverage downfield. Going to throw him right down where he is. Ramon Estrella, along with Carlos Perez, cast and all, they get downfield and make the special teams hit to stop the punt returner right in his tracks. The 25, flag down on the play, however. I'll tell you what, take some guts to get down the field like that and lay that kind of hit with that big cast on your hand. A dead ball personal foul. What that's going to do is it's going to take it from the site of the foul, and it's going to walk off 15. So instead, just inside the 25-yard line, good field position for Wayne Hills when we come back. They're going to be right around their own 40, trailing by a 7-0 score here in the second. 40-yard line. Spicer, and he's got trouble in the backfield once again. Victor Correa was back there, and he was into the backfield along with Manny Rodriguez, two guys who are making a living back there right now in the Wayne Hills backfield.
They are living in the backfield. Correa, Ponte, Valdez, High, all of them just right off the snap, they're taking their men in the backfield and making the running back either make a move or getting the tackle right off the bat.
Not to play football strategist here, but when you've got one team that's coming that hard, doesn't a screen or something like that make some sense?
Well, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a screen on this play.
And they're going to roll away. Some play action, got an open tight end, and the throw is complete. Out to the 50-yard line, down to the 47 is John Chilgari. A first down for Wayne Hills on play action fake.
Play action fake. And we just were talking about a screen, but a rollout is just as good as a screen because the quarterback can really run the ball or pop it to a receiver who pops open behind the linebackers. And here is just that. Fake play action and roll the quarterback out of the pocket. Let them have an option of running or passing and catching a guy, your tight end, squarely wide open.
First down from the 47-yard line. Jim Power, the man in motion. Nothing happening, however, on the carry. Just straight up the middle running for Hickerson. He never had an opportunity to get his motor humming. No gain on the play.
Again, that Hoboken defensive line is just making a living playing on the other side of the ball, always in the backfield.
Carlos Perez going out for defensive signals. From his middle linebacker position, that's the guy who leads the team in tackles this year with 98 of them coming into the game.
And that was exactly what I was going to say. I knew we were on the same wavelength, and he's a guy who really makes those calls from that linebacker position.
On second down, they'll go play action again, but this time they're not fooling anyone, especially Tyrell Dortch, who was coming on a safety blitz. And Olsen turned around right into number 34.
He turns right into it. You see, again, this time they tried to run the same play to the other side. Fake play action, bring your quarterback, roll him out. This time Dortch coming from his strong safety position and just making a nice hit, going in for a sack, his 5th of the year.
He runs the football, tackles people, records sacks, has 3 interceptions, 1 that he brought back for a touchdown. Mr. Everything to this team. Third down in a bunch. Olsen stepping up, got a man, it's up for grabs and knocked away. Dortch back, kept the ball away from the intended receiver Hagauer down inside the 20-yard line.
Throwing the ball deep, they tried to get something going. Hagauer is there. He's averaging 99 yards, all-purpose yards per game, so they're looking for somebody to start doing something. Get open downfield, try to break a big play, anything. They just want to start getting something rolling before they end this first half.
Wayne Hills is averaging 32 points per game this year, but so far they've been stymied offensively. And Al Hickerson to kick it away. 2 dangerous return men back for Hoboken, trying to kick it away from them. And this time it will be Perez. Going to get upended by Spicer down at the 30-yard line after almost no yardage on the return. Well, Hoboken will start out from just inside their own 30, first down and 10 yards to go.
You know, if you're Hoboken, you're feeling very, very good about this. Even though you get the ball off the punt, you don't really get a good return. What, 4 minutes left in the half, and you have the ball, you're up by 7, you think you've really started to go. They're looking forward to what they can do in this possession.
Join Nick Monning on Sunday night at 7 each week for Scholastic Sports Weekly, the region's top high school sports show. Check the web for features at cn8.com. George stopped in the backfield. Ken Hermany, who has been a tight end, a linebacker, and just about everything else for this team, stepping up from his left end spot to make the tackle.
Hermany is the guy who the coach really looks for. Tim Zissa, the defense coordinator, said that he really looks up to this guy and really hopes that he comes up with a big game tonight.
Well, a good tackle on the play and a loss of 3 yards on first down as the defenses are definitely dictating the pace, with the exception of 1 big play by Tyrell Dortch. That's why we got a 7-0 game. He's back there once again, and on play action, they're looking to throw straight down the field, and it's incomplete. They tried to run a straight-up route for Ivani Sosa up the seam. The ball a little bit overthrown, and third down now coming up.
Gomez going over the top, trying to catch Sosa for that big play over the middle. And again, he goes to the sidelines, talking to Ed Stinson, talking to the coach, discussing what he sees out there. The coach is saying, listen, this is what I want. That last play, just a play action, and Gomez going for the deep ball down the middle, in between the hashes.
Give a little more credit to Mike LaRosa, who was pressuring Gomez as he threw the football. Now on third down, Dortch going to try to get all 13 of them. Cutting back against the grain, but Monahan is there to make the tackle. Well short of the first down, Hoboken will have to punt it away once again. And this game looks an awful lot like last year's 14-7 game. There's a flag down on the play. Looks right now, the initial call like it's going against Hoboken.
On a clip over here, decline, 4th down.
Got a clip over here.
Decline, 4th down. So Wayne Hills again, they'll get the ball again. They have an opportunity to try to put something together before the half ends. Still a lot of time to go.
Hightower and Spicer back, and Castro will punt it away. Got a good one off last time. And great speed and coverage down the field from the Hoboken special teams. They're flying down there again. This time they're going to let it go. And it's going to bounce out of bounds inside the 32-yard line. A first down and 10 coming up for the Wayne Hills Patriots now. As they still trail it by a 7-0 score after a 36-yard punt. Region's top sports stars, coaches, writers, and personalities taking your calls each Monday through Thursday live at 10 on Sports Talk. Get the Sports Talk guest lineup on the web at cna.com. 3:28 left in the half. Wayne Hills has not had a sustained drive yet. They've played strong defensively, and this game is still tight as we near halftime. It's Hightower in motion. Play action once again, trying to get away from the rush, and the throw by Olsen is incomplete. A lot of contact, and a late flag comes in. Turning around was Chilieri to try to catch the ball. And there was some contact down there. A late flag, Jarrett, came from the middle of the field.
Came from the middle of the field, but the referee looked like he had his eyes right on the play.
And they're calling pass interference.
And they call it pass interference.
Defensive pass interference, 1st down.
First down play. On 1st down, they come out with almost a similar play with the faking the play action, rolling the quarterback out. And you see Skrilla just there, and Braxton, I think it's Braxton who put his hands up just a little bit.
That's tight one.
Tight call, very tough call.
Got to give the defensive player a chance to go after the football. That'll give him a first down, and they go back to Spicer as he's going to get him out near the 49-yard line. Couple of yard pickup on first down.
You know, when you look at this Hoboken defensive squad, they look like they put almost 8 men in the box, 3 yards away from the ball. And if I'm the Wayne Hills offensive coordinator, if I'm the coach, I'm looking to try to pop something really quick on a quick slant or let my man go right off the bat.
But when you've got 3 or 4 guys in the defensive backfield with that kind of speed and athleticism, you can put 8 guys in the box.
And that's exactly why Hoboken does it. They have you see they have almost 9 people up on the line of scrimmage.
Throw it to Spicer, trying to free him up. And he's going to get good yardage and a first down. The tackle made by Ramon Estrella, but Spicer gets it down to the 42-yard line for another Patriots first down.
Spicer looks like he's limping a little bit. They cannot afford to lose him. Coming out of that backfield, you see it's just a crisscross between the 2 backs. Spicer catching the ball right about the line of scrimmage and trying to pick up some extra yards. Looks like he may have pulled his groin a little bit, but he's a tough guy. He stays in there. He knows this is the state championship.
Well, he is playing on a bad left ankle. He sat out their most recent game, the non-semifinal game, the sandwich game, if you will, but he's playing on a sprained left ankle. Little reverse now, going to the tight end. Chilieri's not getting anywhere. Big play by Victor Correa for a loss.
Big play by Correa playing that defensive end. He leads his team with 9 sacks. And all day he's been playing on the other side of the ball. He's playing in the offensive backfield. And there he comes up with another tackle for a loss.
You can just see the speed and adjustment of this Hoboken defense because they may not have necessarily stayed at home on that play, but Correa made the adjustment.
He made the adjustment, and they have not been undefeated this entire year for no reason and only lost 1 game in the last 2 years. Their defense is tough and solid. They have a lot of players who can play football.
Little defensive confusion right now, and Olsen's going to have a little time to throw the football. Looking down the field, contact, And the ball knocked down. No flags on the play. The coverage from Ramon Estrella. And he was locked up with Hagauer. May have gotten a piece of shirt, may have gotten a piece of body. And he's got that big old cast on his right hand.
He's got that big old cast. He's playing in the state championship game and said, listen, that's not a problem. It won't be any type of problem for me today. I'll be able to put my hand up, the free hand up or the hand with the cast. But I am going to play today. You see him, great coverage all the way down, and it's that cast hand that knocks the ball down.
Wow. He's not playing around.
He is not playing around at all.
There was a flag back at the line of scrimmage, and the officials are still trying to sort this out. Looks like it will go against Wayne Hills with 1:21 left here in the first half. Now, right now, they're still trying to decide. Illegal man downfield. So an ineligible receiver going to back him up to the 50-yard line. Second and 13 is turned into second and 18 yards to go for Chris Olson.
You know, Chris Olson was the coach's son. He's only a sophomore. Last year he was a freshman. He said he dressed for the game, was here in this very game, sitting on the sideline, said he'd be ready to play today.
On second down and 18, big rush coming. He sidesteps it. Now Spicer got to make a play, but look at this closing speed of Carlos Perez.
Carlos Perez, when we talk about Hoboken having 8, 9 men up, almost on the line of scrimmage, it's because they have athletes like Perez, who's playing middle linebacker, and making a shoot, just shooting wherever the ball goes, bam. He's going there. Just watch him just break on the ball and get to him. This is why they are undefeated, and they've only lost 2 games in the last 5 years.
That's amazing. That is just unbelievable closing speed from Carlos Perez. It sure does give your defense an opportunity to make some big plays. Third down and a bunch. On play action, Correa's coming. Olsen sidestepping the rush and overthrows his tight end, Shilleri.
Just a little bit out of Shilleri's reach. And Olsen going off talking to his father. And he made it very clear, you know, when he plays for his father, it's just like a regular coach. There's no father-son type of favoritism. He's out there playing. He looks at his dad as just like another regular coach.
Yeah, except other players on the team don't have to hear about it at the breakfast table tomorrow morning. On fourth down, 29 seconds left in the half. You know, for the Hoboken offensive unit, they don't need much time. Perez on the return with a flag down to the play. Great coverage by Hagauer downfield at the 15-yard line. Forward progress got him to the 17. We'll see about the flag that was thrown at about the 25.
We talk about both defenses playing very tough. With 19 seconds left in the half and only having 7 points on the scoreboard, that is saying a lot because both of these teams have put up tremendous numbers.
And a clipping call against Hoboken, going to back them up a little bit further.
So you run back, clip on the offense.
That'll go half the distance to the goal line. And with just 19 seconds left in the half, against many teams, Jared, you could kind of exhale now and say, well, we'll just take a knee and that'll be it. But if you're Hoboken, why not give it to someone like Dortch and see if you can go the route?
You can give it to Dortch. You can throw it to Sosa, Perez, any one of their players. They have big play experience. And now, when I say that, I mean that they can touch the ball at any point in the game and take it the distance. So for Wayne Hills, they know that this is not a layoff play here.
You cannot let up. 3 backs in the backfield on first down from the 9-yard line, and they are going to take a knee, surprisingly. They're going to let this half run out. Well, you got one team that averages 36 points per game, another team that averages 32 points per game. And we've got ourselves a defensive battle in a mirror of what happened on this field last year when these two teams met for the North Jersey Section 1 Group 3 final. It ended 14-7 with Hoboken winning last year. It is 7-0 here at halftime tonight with the Red Wings of Hoboken leading the Patriots of Wayne Hills. Halftime here at the Meadowlands. We'll be back with a look at first half highlights, stats, and all the second half action still to come. on CNA. And when you look at a game like this one, turnovers can be a very big key.
Big key, and also picking up the blitz. Here you see Alfred Jackson coming from his linebacker position, unblocked, making a big hit, causing the first fumble. And Neal is there to get on the ball.
However, Wayne Hills couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. They gave it right back.
Driving down, almost going for a score, going inside the 10-yard line, but it's a great play by Reyes. Coming up with a great interception, his 8th of the year.
And that started a 94-yard drive, capped off by maybe the best back in the state, George.
TD, Terrell George, making his presence felt early, making people miss, outrunning everyone else, going in for a touchdown from over 50 yards, and his 9th time doing so.
53 yards on the score. He had 105 yards rushing in the half. His team 136. Now, the real key here is that this Hoboken team averages 481 yards a game. They were held to 136. But look at the number for Wayne Hills, just 49 total yards.
Just 49 total yards. Their offense has really not had the opportunity to really get going. And it's not because they aren't putting plays together. It's because Hoboken has a defense that's really just outstanding. It's playing very tough today, having 8, 9-man fronts, stopping everything that Wayne Hills tries. There's no plays that they can do up until this point.
7-0 Hoboken. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment. 7-0 as we get set to begin the second half of play. Hoboken on top of Wayne Hills and trying to win their 24th game in a row. Both of these teams at 11-0 coming in. And a defensive battle in the first half. We'll see where the second half takes us. Both of these teams like to run the football. One of the notes here at Giant Stadium in the first weekend of December, the teams have gotten lucky. We've had a very mild stretch and not a real windy stretch. You and I were talking here at halftime while we were away a moment ago. At this time of year in this stadium, it can get cold and the wind can really play some tricks down there on the field. I know, Jared Bunch, you know a little bit about that.
Oh, my goodness. What a pleasant surprise we have tonight in this nice, pleasant weather. But sometimes in this stadium, it can get so cold and so windy, and the turf is just so hard. So it's a beautiful night just to play football.
Larson kicking it off, and we're underway in the second half. Larson going to receive his own 14-yard line, and right up the gut, he is going to be taken down on the play by Correa out across the 31-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go for the Patriots of Wayne Hills.
Correa seems like that time he just had a touchdown-saving tackle because what a good return it looked. You see, just coming down, they switching up front, doing a lot of, look like little tackling going on with that blocking, but everyone's just trying to hit somebody. Their special team is so special, just hit somebody.
Flag down on the play, and that play is not going to go up. You played some special teams.
Played a lot of special teams, and really a lot of players in the NFL make the team because they can play special teams. Special teams is called special teams because you have to be a special player to do it all the time, and some people make a living.
Now, there have been some guys over the course of time that have done that, and for these youngsters in high school, some guys on some teams, that's the best chance they have to play. Now, for this Hoboken team, everybody plays all the time. Special teams, offense, defense, doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They've been so well coached there. It's a 12-month thing for them. They stay around and they lift and train all as a team. So they've been around together for a long time.
Olsen's numbers just 23 passing yards in the first half. He starts with a 1st and 15. Hagauer going to get dragged down from behind by Perez after he gets the 5 yards back. They just lost on the penalty.
Hagauer looks like he's coming up after that good first down run, holding his wrist or his hand, and that's something they cannot afford to lose is his hands because he catches the ball so good and so well out of the backfield.
Yeah, he's hurting right now. And you know, a tough player like that is senior, 5'11", 180. He's going to try not to show the coaches either. Did the best he could to make sure that he was crouched down there holding onto that hand. Set up in the slot and in motion now on second down. Olsen with the pump fake, trying to get it to his man outside, and the ball complete inside the 35-yard line. Bill Monin with the fly pattern down the sideline, Jared, and a well-placed ball by Chris Olsen.
Olsen just making a very nice pump fake right there. That fake in the slant, Moaning, getting behind the linebackers and behind the defensive back, making a great over-the-shoulder catch, making sure he catches the ball, stays in before he gets out of bounds. Very nice play all the way around, quarterback and receiver.
His 19th catch of the year, and Olsen, maybe that little bit of a spark now to get it going. First down from the Hoboken 34-yard line. Inside hand to Hickerson, and he's going nowhere. Maybe a pickup of a half yard on the play.
Well, it seems like that, you know, lots of times you go into halftime and you're only down by 7 points, and the coach has the strategy that they think will work against the defense. And it looks like Wayne Hills has come out and they said, listen, we're going to try to attack the middle with quick hitting plays and then go over the top. Because Hoboken, as we've said, such an athletic playing defense. They put 9 men up front. They're very athletic. They put one-on-one on your receivers, and they dare you to try to beat them.
Got to look at the intensity of Chris Aponte. He's lined up. One of the myriad of defenders in the line of scrimmage on second down. Big rush coming. Olsen in a lot of trouble. Got rid of the football. Flag down on the play, and that's got to be a hold because I think the offensive line was trying to save their quarterback's life.
Trying to save the quarterback's life, but what a good presence. He's only a sophomore. Olsen is only a sophomore, and he tries to get rid of that ball. He does get rid of the ball, but there was, like you said, a holding call.
On that situation, the coach is going to be happy to take that holding penalty, especially when the coach is the quarterback's father.
Yeah, you see here, again, just a sophomore. Olsen is just a sophomore, and Hoboken's just got defensive linemen coming right up the bat. You got Valdez, Aponte, Correa, all coming right up the front, right up through the middle, getting their hands up.
And just absolutely nowhere to go. He did get rid of the football, but the holding call is going to go against Wayne Hills. And that is your basic jailbreak pass rush. That's bringing everybody.
See, talking it over, seeing what they want to do. But if you're Wayne Hills, if they keep doing that, they said that at some point we're going to break one.
They're going to send him back. It's going to go all the way to the other side of the midfield stripe, back to the 47-yard line. 29 yards to go on second down. A lot of ground to make up here now for Wayne Hills. And this is the type of situation the Hoboken defense thrives on. On play action, another big break coming. He gets away from Correa, throws, and it's picked off. Estrella with the interception. There he goes. Flags all over the field. Apparently, he had already stepped out of bounds, and we'll wait for them to sort it out. But Ramon Estrella, cast it all, comes up with a big interception.
We've been talking about Estrella coming out with that cast, but you see there's a flag down on the play. Referee picking up the ball. Looks like he may have stepped out a little bit earlier.
On the return, we have a clip on the right.
Well, instead of being at the 49-yard line of Wayne Hills, Hoboken's going to get moved back, but they do have the football, Jared.
Here we go. Just what a play that was a little bit successful this time, but here Olsen is rolling to his left and trying to throw his ball. As a right-hander, that's very hard to do. You have to throw across your body. He couldn't set up his feet. And Estrella there to make the catch. Casting on. He's been playing very well. He's been playing defense, offense. A big part of today's game.
Well, it is first down now on the 34-yard line for Hoboken. They lead 7-0. Their first offensive look at the second half. Going wide with Ventura, and he's going to get knocked down. Monahan right there, along with Altadoka making the tackle, and that will be a loss all the way back to the 29, a 5-yard loss on first down.
5-yard loss. Altadoka right there making the tackle. You see he's doing a little bit with his hands, which is not allowed to. And they're no longer allowed to do that with your hands in the NFL, but he's still in high school, so he feels like he just had a good play coming from his linebacker position. Ventura trying to make his way around the outside, and Monaghan is there, and they just make a big tackle for first down, bringing up 2nd and 15.
George directly lined up behind his quarterback, Gomez. And he gets the hand. Trying to make some of that yardage back. He does. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Pat Hickerson from the linebacker spot. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
3rd down and 10, and Hoboken, you see that they come out the second half, and the quarterback is Gomez continually going to the sidelines, having this personal conversation with Ed Stinson, the coach, and running back to the huddle to make that play.
2 for 7. That's actually representing a fair number of pass attempts. He's only attempted 40 passes this year. His backup, Rich England, has actually also attempted 25. On 3rd down, right down the middle, got the man, and watch this one. Perez down to the 36-yard line. A big first down. A 30-yard play.
Big play after big play. 3rd down, they spread everyone out. The defense has to respect the running ability of Hoboken because of TD, Dortch in the backfield. The linebackers just sit back and try to make some type of coverage, but Perez, who's been the big play receiver all year long, coming across the middle, making a good catch, picking up yards after the catch, which is so important, yards after the catch.
We told you about his speed defensively. His speed really came in handy there on offense. Now Dortch, a little misdirection inside. Gets it down to just inside the 34-yard line. Couple of yard pickup on 1st down for Tyrell Dortch.
Hoboken just continues to go back to their bread and butter every time. Taking you just like a jab. It's like a jab punch. Always having their running back pick it up, and sometimes you're going to break it for a long one. If not, they spread you out, throw it to one of the receivers.
Dortch has 111 yards rushing here in the 3rd quarter. He had 214 and 3 touchdowns against Ramapo in the semifinal round. 2nd down, Ventura, the man in motion. This is Sosa. Will change of direction, and he's going to get down to the 25-yard line for a 1st down.
Very nice and explosive busting through the hole. Coming back the other side, just breaking through the middle, making a nice Sosa, just making a nice run up the middle. He also averages 8 yards per carry. Like we said, all of their running backs average at least 8 yards per carry.
And if they can begin to press that advantage here in the second half, they can dictate the pace of the game, which is what they're trying to do right here. Dortch runs into a stack of maroon jerseys down at the 22-yard line after a 3-yard pickup.
There's that jab punch. They just keep throwing that jab a little bit. Just that little jab punch. And you see, the defensive Wayne Hills is really looking forward to taking control over that. You see Maroon right here is that defensive line position, just taking on his offensive blockers and just trying to stay low and be a part of a hit.
Mike LaRosa, been a busy guy on that defensive line here tonight. So on 2nd down, there you see Perez lined up at the top of your screen. Ventura in motion. There's Dortch. And he's down to the 15-yard line, close to another 1st down.
Close to another 1st down. And Archidacco, who had a big play in the 1st half, coming up to make the stick on TD this time. Dortch going back to the huddle, happy that he picked up.
Hey, take a look right here at Ryan Neal. How aggressive is this? Get out of my way. Just took his own man right out of the play. Can't permit. He said, get out of the way. Neal, a junior, 6'2", 210, as we told you. Son of former New York Giant Bill Neal. A good future. They're down at short. Dortch for 1st down yardage. Gets it down to the 11. When you got a back like that, it doesn't make it sense to go anywhere else.
When you can continue to throw your jab and just jab them and jab them, jab them, you know, even jabs start to hurt, and that's when you open up big plays. And Dortch already over 100 yards, already a big touchdown. He's just warming up.
A lot of time left in this one. It is 7-0 game, and flags fly now on 1st down and 10 from the 11-yard line. The tightest game that Hoboken has played all year.
Dead ball, full start, offense.
A 20-7 win over Sparta back on the 13th of November. But Ed Stinson's team has really not been challenged at any time this year. Wayne Hills actually had an overtime game with Ramapo that they won back on the 6th of November on their way to 11-0. These guys don't worry about cast, they just play. Roberto Gonzalez has a cast on his left hand. Play action. Throw it toward the end zone, and it could have been picked off. It spun the receiver around Carlos Perez. Pat Monahan was right there in coverage.
Monahan making his presence felt from that defensive back position, almost coming up with an interception, which they would really love to see right here. Again, their running game has been so effective that they start running this play action off of the fake run, going to the receiver downfield, and Perez, who's made big plays all day today, making big catches, 2 big catches, 1 down the middle, and here, just breaking off to post corner, going to the corner of the end zone. Good defensive play by Monahan.
And you know, he hit that turf in the end zone thinking, I could have had that interception.
Oh, he wished he had that interception.
On second down, they send Ventura in motion again. They're going to throw again. Throwing complete, and now watch him create. Carlos Perez inside the 2-yard line. That should be good for a first down.
Just so versatile. The offense is so versatile. They can run, pass, they can catch, throw the ball short, have their receivers run the ball. You see Perez right here, who's been their big play receiver all year, catching a short pass, and 4 defenders. It takes 4 defenders to get him down. He catches the ball in traffic, 3 defenders standing around him, makes them miss, makes another person miss, covers up the ball, tries to get in for the touchdown.
Did not get the spot he wanted, so they're inches shy. 3rd down and short. To the middle. Touchdown. George gets in for the 30th time this year, the 2nd time tonight. It's a 13-0 game.
13-0 game, and George going in for a 2nd touchdown, and just nice coverage on the ball. And that offensive line we haven't really spoken about, but we talked about one person in particular, Gonzalez, number 50, who wears all those pads and casts all over him, and that's why George puts up so many big yards.
You said it early, Jared, that turnovers could be a big key. Well, Wayne Hills has turned it over twice tonight, and each time Hoboken has driven for a touchdown off the turnover. This was a 66-yard drive. George with his 2nd run for touchdown of the game. The drive taking just under 6 minutes of time off the clock.
Now, when you're Wayne Hills, you want to sit back, you want to play tough, you want to come out the second half. You have your opportunities because you have the ball to open up the 3rd quarter. They didn't put any points on the board, but they really want to play tough now. Here's the time where you don't want this ball game to get out of control. You know, Hoboken has an explosive offense and a tough defense. So you want to keep your team in the ball game at all times.
Well, off a timeout now, they are going to attempt their extra point. But the way that they have played defense, this could make it awfully tough, this score by Dortch.
Here you see the offensive line and the linemen just doing an outstanding job blocking. Gonzalez at that right guard position, just driving this man into the end zone. Number 70, driving this man into the end zone. Nobody even touching Terrell Dortch before he gets into the end zone.
And that extra point is no good. Hooked wide to the left, so the score will remain at 13 as the extra point is missed by Galarza. But Hoboken does get in behind Tyrell Dortch once again. They got themselves a 13-point lead here in the 3rd.
Are you?
The Giant Stadium. There you see Hagauer and Spicer back to return the kick. Jared, in the flow of the game, how important is it that Wayne Hills answers right now?
It is so important that they put some points on the board on this drive. It would help so much if they can get a good return coming out right here.
Spicer does his best, getting it across the 30-yard line, and his team is in business. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
You know, if you're Wayne Hills, you know you came out 3rd quarter, you had the ball right off the bat, and you didn't put any points on the board. But those turnovers and sudden changes are what really, it just kills you. You cannot give the ball up especially against a team like Hoboken.
Look at these guys coming down, and once again, it's Estrella casting all. He wants somebody, wants a piece of somebody. Give me somebody. First down for the 31. Spicer, who's been pretty well held in check, runs into George at the 35-yard line after a pickup of 4 yards. I'll tell you what, you don't lose any games. You know you can very safely decide to break out the Wolverine on a given day. And you're not going to look foolish with your team on the losing side of the scoreboard.
No. And, you know, Hoboken is not a huge school. I mean, they're really a tight-knit. Pretty much everyone at the school knows everybody, and they really love to rally around this football team.
Hoboken winning the total yards war. Second down for Wayne Hills, and a pass incomplete. The receiver slipped as Monin was trying to run an out pattern up near the 50-yard line. He slipped on his cut to the sideline.
What Wayne Hills really wants to do is they really need to start passing the ball downfield, at least picking up a little bit of yardage. Make Hoboken get out of that 8- and 9-man front. See Coach Olsen talking to Mona on the sidelines, and then young Olsen coming in to call play.
Sophomore threw for more than 1,000 yards this year, the 11 touchdowns. 5 interceptions on the year. He's been picked off twice here tonight. Back to the air, runs from it, doesn't see it, and he's sacked. Correa, who had 9 sacks on the year, gets himself another notch in the belt.
Correa coming from that backside, and he was actually, he had somebody on him, looked like he was blocked for a second, but Correa just not stopping, showing that Hoboken motor, and just continues to come from behind. Again, just a little play action, and Olsen doesn't even see him coming from the backside. Sack. Go Correa.
You saw that, you know, once again, what are you going to say to the quarterback when it's all coming from his blind side? And you saw the offensive lineman, Dave Kwiatkowski, kind of desperately looking after Correa had blown by him. Now a little bit of a juggle. And how about this? They got the quarterback back now, returning kicks. Wilfredo Gomez juggles his way down to the Wayne Hills 41-yard line. Super field position now for Hoboken.
Nice field position for Hoboken, and Gomez, the quarterback, sitting back there, not having too many opportunities to field punts, but here he catches the ball, makes sure he has it, gets his play from the coach, and runs back in to call a play in the huddle.
Probably about as many hits as he's taken on one play this year. First down from the 41-yard line. With the man in motion, they go to Sosa, and he's going nowhere. Great play again by Mike LaRosa, who caught him from behind for a 1-yard loss.
LaRosa just playing out of his mind. With this weather, you can almost forget that Christmas is right around the corner.
That one's not going to forget that Christmas is right around the corner. Got to be figuring there's some kind of a calendar at home that's ticking off the remaining days. That letter to Santa probably should be sent out this weekend. She's saying hi to herself. Second down now. Dortch with a lane, vaulting over the top and getting down to the 38-yard line for 4 more yards. It'll be third down coming up.
You know, we talked about earlier Hoboken having a squad that goes both sides, offensively and defensively, and Wayne Hills having that pretty much a fresh team almost every time, but it has not shown tonight. And Hoboken seems like they're just getting stronger and stronger as they go.
Well, you wonder, as you look at this Wayne Hills defense, how long they're going to be continually allowed to dig in and stop this team. Sosa in motion on third down. Dortch trying to kick outside. Now he's going to make it happen all by himself. And he just might. To the outside, first down. Maybe the most spectacular 7-yard run that you are going to see in this weekend at the Meadowlands. Let's watch it and let's listen. Jared Bunch, I just saw number 34. I just saw a change of direction in the backfield and laying punishment on the hit. I'm thinking Walter Payton.
Walter Payton. Walter Payton is a person that you would say, you look at this guy at 34, and again,
there he goes, inside the 10-yard line, and you get the feeling that he's starting to thrive on this one now. It'll be first down and goal to go.
It seems like he just gets stronger and stronger as the game goes. We talked about how he loves to get the ball early on to get some hits. Defensive players think that they hit him, but actually what's happening is he's getting a feel of the game, getting his groove. I look at number 34 and I see a little bit of Herschel Walker because he looks like he has a lot of shifty moves, but he runs straight at you. And he will not try to make you miss if you're the only person in the hole. He'll try to run you over.
First down and goal to go. Going to the outside, a little change of pace once again with Ventura. And he loses a yard back to the 10-yard line in the waning seconds here of the third quarter.
Just a well-coached Hoboken team. They're a team that stick together for 12 months. They work out. They train together.
Well, they are tasted now what could be number 24 in a row. And as we said a little bit earlier, maybe staking their claim to the number 1 overall ranking in New Jersey here at season's end. We are at quarter's end. 3 down and 1 to go. Tyrell Dortch with 161 yards rushing. Hoboken with the lead.
Straight ahead running, and Mousie's right there. There are 2 inside linebackers that they really look to try. That what they started off this game is putting a spotter on Dortch, but it's really Hoboken is putting offensive linemen on them all the time. And Dortch is making his way, his presence felt, making tackles, making people miss, and making them and punishing them at the end of the run.
Third down and goal. Once again, the man in motion is Sosa. Dortch can try to sweep with a flag down the play, race to the pylon for the touchdown. It will not stand, however, an illegal motion call is coming against Hoboken. He's going to bring it back.
It looked like Sosa was going into motion, may have turned up just a little bit too quickly before the ball was snapped. Here you see coming in motion, Sosa coming in motion. He turns up just a little bit too quick before the ball snapped, and the referee's there to see it. Calls illegal motion. Touchdown called back.
Probably saying, don't worry, I'll figure out a way to get another one. I had 30 on the year.
He says, don't worry, I'll take it in on this play or the next play anyway, so we'll get it back. Don't worry about it.
A lot of questions about where he's going to end up playing at the collegiate level. And in terms of football playing ability,
anywhere he wants.
Exactly.
You know, anywhere he wants to, including that maize and blue helmet of the red and white helmet that they're wearing.
So you want him in Ann Arbor, huh?
He could be in Ann Arbor, no question about it. I'm sure the A-Train has either he's coming out this year or the next year. So there's a spot for him in maize and blue.
Former Michigan Wolverine Jared Bunch with his Christmas wish list. 13-0 Hoboken. Wayne Hills has played a heroic defensive game, trying to stop Dortch and this Hoboken team. They contained them pretty well during the course of the game, but right now you can see the signs of wear and tear. Hoboken is hoping, at least the cheering section is, for another score here. Wayne Hills needs a big stop for 2 downs here to really stay in this game.
To stay in this game and to really get the momentum. And if they can stop Hoboken right here, if Wayne Hills can stop and play tough defense right here, momentum could be a swing and they could start to try to put something together fourth quarter.
Ed Stenson, a lot of championships at Hoboken, winning one all the way back in 1980. Play action on third down. Looking for the end zone off the fingertips of Carlos Perez, who was right there.
Just out of the reach of Perez, their big play receiver. He's made some big plays today, up over the middle, catching the ball, running the ball after the catch. And here, just a little bit out of his reach, just over his fingertips. Now Perez would bring that in for another touchdown in Hoboken. Now has a decision to make.
Well, they not only have a decision to make, they're shuttling the play in differently here, and I'm not sure necessarily that Stinson is comfortable with whatever it is they've decided. It looks like he's going to call for another timeout. And he will. Got to be right about this one way or the other. They had a 32-yard field goal attempt a little bit earlier in the game. They missed badly, wide to the left and short. And if they were to think in terms of field goal right now, it would be a 28-yarder. So Stinson's going to talk it over with his offensive unit while we take a break. 11-11 left in the game. Giant Stadium. 4th down now for Hoboken, and they're electing to go for it. It's 4th and goal from the 11th. Big play in this one as Wayne Hills tries to stay in it. They're throwing, and it's incomplete. Overthrowing the intended receiver, Carlos Perez, on a slant pattern in the end zone. Wayne Hills will take over.
Wayne Hills takes over, but you have to expect for them to go to Perez, and Wayne Hills had their main man, Spicer, right on Perez, and Perez made a good move to the inside. The ball was just a little bit overthrown. Hoboken turned it over. Just the inside slant.
Came off his hand wrong.
Came off his hand wrong. Perez was open. If he can get a good pass, he may have caught the ball for a touchdown, but now it's a great opportunity for Wayne Hill.
They're starting from their own 11-yard line. They've yet to get on the board tonight. Spicer trying to outrun the defense, but the pursuit from behind, and Victor Correa again with a big defensive play, that time for a loss of 2 yards.
Loss of 2 yards, and Wayne Hills, the problem that they've had today is they've always tried to run the ball, do something on first down, and for some reason, they couldn't get to the line of scrimmage. If you look at the numbers, A.J. Spicer, who's rushed over 1,300 yards this year, only has 11 carries for 12 yards.
Going nowhere. And if you're Chris Olsen, there's not much you can say in terms of what you're doing, although right now you would imagine that it is somebody's got to do a better job of blocking and keeping these guys from coming up in pursuit. And that time Spicer may have had an opportunity to get his legs underneath him and get rolling, but he got caught from behind.
Caught from behind, and Hoboken has taken away every gap. There's no place to run. You have to try to get the ball in between some gap, and Hoboken has taken away every gap.
Well, youngsters out here from Wayne Hills enjoying this one. And they were talking this week about how things have been very low-key around Wayne about this team, and they didn't really get quite as excited emotionally as you thought they might have. 2nd down. Triplet receivers to the right side to choose from, and Olsen on a sprint out, going to try to find him. He threw it away. He completely ran out of room, and no one to look to. Well covered downfield.
Well covered downfield. And this Hoboken defense really takes you back to Buddy Ryan when he was at Houston. And he put 8 men, 9 men in the box. He told you what he was going to do every time. Lined them up, took away every gap, put 2 athletic receivers on, or 2 athletic defenders on your receiver, and dared you to beat him with the pass. All day, they have not been beaten by the pass, they have not been beaten by the run, and they're just playing solid, tough defense. It's why they haven't lost a game in close to 2 or 3 years.
3rd down and long now. You know they'll be coming this time. Olsen trying a quick drop. Chase out of the pocket and throws it away. Flag goes down, and guess what?
And that's a safety.
That is going to be a safety. And a safety is recorded on intentional grounding in the end zone on Olsen.
And High making his presence felt. He came into the game with 5 sacks and picks up another sack, this time in the end zone.
Philippi with the sack. And a safety has now made this a 15-0 game.
Again, just 9, 10 men up, taking away every gap that there is Olsen trying to drop back and find nobody open, tries to twist and throws that ball, but you cannot throw the ball when you're in the end zone and you're in the grass. It is a safety.
Question, is he in the end zone here?
That's a very tight call.
Official was right on top of it.
Official's right on top of it, but from this angle, it looked like he may have not been in the end zone yet.
Looked like the plant foot was on about the 1 yard line with his momentum carrying him back, but the ball and his body may have been across the plane and into the end zone. One way or another, tough night for Chris Olsen. There will be more nights, though, for this sophomore.
Only a sophomore, but he has been the quarterback all year, having a great year for this team, bringing them into the game 11-0.
Now you got your choices as to whether to punt it or kick it on the free kick. They kick it, and George receives at his own 38. Watch the speed. Straight through the middle, and down to the 43-yard line. More great field position for Hoboken now with a 15-0 lead.
Great field position. That's a scary thought when you have a choice to punt it or kick it, and you kick it to that man right there, Terrell Dortch.
I'll tell you what. No matter which way you go, you try to keep it away from him, and Hoboken has done a good job of making sure he's an integral part of everything that happens out on the field. Wilfredo Gomez, the senior quarterback, bringing his team out now on first down from the 43-yard line. George off a couple of tackles, flag down on the play. Looks like there may be a holding call coming as that one gets down to the 36-yard line.
He's a tough runner. What I see is a back who gets better as game goes.
It is indeed holding. For the game, a couple of timeouts, a couple of penalties, and the safeties kind of ground to a stop here.
Holding on the offense. First down.
Now they'll back them up 10 yards, back to their own 48-yard line. And it will be first down. And now 20 yards to go. Check that, going to be 19. Well, 19 and change. Chris Olsen, as we said, this is his third trip to the big game. He's had his team in the playoffs 10 out of 13 seasons. Lost both previous championship games. And is down 15 points in the fourth quarter here tonight. George trying to use straight speed to the corner, and a good play made by Hagauer to stop him from going any further up around midfield.
Hagauer, who is that leader of that defensive backfield, we haven't had a chance to call his name a lot today, but he's making his presence felt in the last 10 minutes. They still have a chance in this ball game. They have to make some good stops on this drive. They have a great opportunity because it's second down and long.
Now Dortch getting more carries. 168 yards on 28 carries and 3 scores. They got 2 scores. Third one got called back on a penalty. On second down, Ventura trying to get to the outside. Good job of stringing out the run by Monahan and Altadoka. So third down and long coming up.
Third down and long, great opportunity for Wayne Hills. They're playing tough right now. Good opportunity to get the ball back. Third down and long, the ball's on the 50-yard line. They still have a lot of time. The defense, if they can come up with a big play here, this is what they're looking for, is to come up with a big play. Tim Zessa said, listen, we have to have at least 2 big plays coming from our defense in order for us to win this game today.
Now they have gotten themselves 1 turnover in this one, but gave it right back a couple of plays later. Now they got an opportunity to be very aggressive defensively on third down. And a delay of game call is going to be coming against Hoboken as Gomez could not get the play off in time. So third down at 16 is about to become third down at 21.
And this third down at 21 in this play, what you want to do defensively is just do not give up a first down. It's a great opportunity. Make a tackle, make them punt, give your ball back to the offense. Give yourself a chance to win this game and get back into the game by making a solid play on this down hit. And that means don't let that man beat you.
Third down. It's a dangerous one back there. They're going to go to the air, though. Gomez has some time. The open receiver, and a first down. No, they're saying no catch. The side official comes flying in from the far sideline and says it was a trap by Ventura. What looked like a spectacular play.
Let's take a look at it. Play action pass. He has so much time to throw the ball back there. Gets the ball up over the linebackers, and it was trapped. Very nice call by the referee. Trapped ball.
Excellent call by the official. Both of the other officials were screened off, but the one who had the front view from the far sideline came flying in saying no catch. Well, for Wayne Hills to stick around in this game, they needed a hold. They got it. And now Spicer back deep along with Hagauer to take this punt. And they nearly got it. It's going to roll down, and an excellent roll for Hoboken. Going to take it all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Look at that baby go. Rolls to a stop at the 7. The Red Wings aren't going to stop. Trying to win number 24 in a row. Trying to walk out of the building as state champs.
The big game.
Got mail. Wayne Hills offensive unit that has been shut down tonight. Now is the time with just under 8 minutes left and down by 2 scores. Olsen using pump fake. They're not buying on the tough pump fake though, and the ball is overthrown and out of bounds. I'll tell you what, if you're going to try to work that right side with Monin, Herb Reyes, pretty good cornerback over there, and he was not buying on that pump fake.
Not buying it. Even if he does buy on it, he has such an athletic ability that he can make a break on the ball. And like he did, he came up with that interception in the first half. He could do it again. But on that last play, what we did see is that they put 11 men on line of scrimmage, including 2 cornerbacks, and Reyes is one of them, covering every fire.
Straight up the middle running. And Pat Hickerson works his way outside the 10-yard line to the 11. Still going to set up a third down, though, coming now for Wayne Hills. Unless you get yourself some big quick strike capability right now, time is becoming a big factor.
Time is becoming a big factor. Third down and 5. Ordinarily, if it was in the middle of the field, you can say you can go for it on third down if you don't pick it up going fourth down. But inside your 20-yard line, you have to think that if they don't pick it up on this play, they're going to have to punt.
On third down, backing off, giving a cushion, and Mona could not hang on to the football across the 20-yard line, setting up fourth down.
Monin coming through for that slant and almost coming up with a catch. He didn't hang on to the ball, and they needed it. Third down and 5. Olsen takes 3 steps and just gets it in there. No defenders in front of him. And Monin couldn't come down with the catch.
So now, Pat Hickerson will punt it away. Hoboken will get great field position again. You know they'll keep it on the ground when they get it back here. They're going to eat up some clock with just 7:09 left. Dortch is back deep again with his quarterback Gomez, and here's Dortch taken down. Now there's some special teams play again from Hagauer, straight down the field. Nice tackle made, and an actual loss of the punt return.
Dortch, most dangerous when he has his hands on the ball, and here Wayne Hills gets down and covers the punt perfectly, getting him before he has an opportunity to take one step.
Hagauer got the ankle. Spicer was down as well. Those guys still playing all out and playing both ways tonight. But look at the numbers for Dortch. 168 yards and a couple of touchdowns. First down from the 42. And Dortch through the middle, breaking free. Look out, there he goes. Touchdown number 3 on the night.
Touchdown number 34, Terrell Dortch again. Taking him over 200 yards for the night, but listen, this guy guy is just so talented, you cannot keep control over him. He's going to hit you at some point. He loves, it's like a boxer who keeps jabbing you with the left hand, jabbing, and then boom, he hits you with the right. That knockout blow, which is going for the distance. And he has been in the end zone tonight 3 times, rushing for over 200 yards.
Those numbers look remarkably similar to his performance in the semifinals when he went 24 for 214 and 3 scores. But that one breaks this one wide open. The extra point is no good, but it's a 21-0 game with Hoboken on top.
We talked about Walter Payton. We talked about Herschel Walker. This Terrell Dortch is that type. Both those players. He's that type of player, and he works hard. He runs and gets stronger as the game goes on.
That's a quick hit.
That's a quick hitting play right up the middle, and he makes people. The last part of this run is what's so important. You see, he runs away from people. Breaks it up into the middle, makes the first person miss, another person stiff arms, and then he just takes off on his 29th carry. He's still running away from people going into the end zone. And that's what you love to see. Here's another angle again. You see people coming from every direction. Hagar, who's the leader on that defensive backfield, coming from a safety spot, he can't even touch him. And you want to talk about an impressive person. He has 8 touchdowns over 80 yards in the last 2 years. 36 touchdowns over 30 yards in the last 2 years. Now that is impressive.
That is touch the ball, and at any time it could be lights out, just like it was on that play. Hagauer, who got stiff-armed on the touchdown run, now gets pinwheeled by Correa out the 31-yard line. And Wayne Hill's down 3 scores now with under 7 minutes left.
Yeah, this is a very difficult situation to be for if you're Wayne Hills, because you're coming into the game 11-0. You played against this team last year. They beat you by 1 touchdown, and you come in, you think you're really prepared, and you think you have a game plan.
And now whistle's blowing. And a flag dropped. Call's going to go against Hoboken. And offsides the call, making a first down at 5. But Hoboken has seen so much success. State titles in 1980, 1994, 95, 96, and 98. The only blemish on the record was an overtime loss to Ramapo in the 1997 Group 3 final. First down, Olsen throws, complete to Moning. He's across midfield and into Hoboken territory at the 48-yard line.
And you see the end of that play. This is when we talk about a player like Terrell, number 34, standing right there. He just comes off a big play, and here he just gets a big touchdown, comes around, plays defensive back, and knocks. Wow. I mean, take that, Moning. Get out of here. And this is a guy who's already rushed the ball 30 times tonight, playing both ways.
Not quite 200 pounds, but he can hit. Correa's coming, got himself another one. Another blindside sack back to the 45-yard line.
And Correa coming from that outside, that defensive end position, he's been beating Ricer, I believe it was Ricer on that side, all night long. That's the second time he's beat him for a sack. Just the play action, and again,
it was Kwiatkowski who got beat.
It was Kwiatkowski who got beat, coming right off the blind side of the quarterback.
That was a tough one. And now, running for his life again, is Olsen. Sacked once again is Olsen. This time, Carlos Perez. A check back. Philip High.
Philip High with his second sack. He just came off of the sack in the end zone for a safety, so he's still happy. We talked about Hoboken playing both ways and having a lot of guys play both ways and possibly getting tired in the fourth quarter, but they seem like they're getting stronger and stronger as the game goes on. Here it is, 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and you still got defensive linemen still running around like they're still fresh, still playing in the offensive backfield.
That statement rings true right now. Olsen again. This time going to throw deep. Got a man down there, and Monin stretching out. Made the catch.
This time Monin comes up with a great catch over his shoulder. Nice throw by Olsen. Very nice throw by Olsen. And Monin making a big catch. He needed that.
That was a terrific throw to get it out there, and Monin, great concentration to come down with it.
Great concentration and a very nice throw by Olsen, only a sophomore, getting the ball out over the defenders, and great catch and concentration by Monin. Catching the ball with his hands, cradling it, and bringing it back into his body. Two people there, he comes in with the catch. And that's Rez over there, who has 7 interceptions on here and 1 tonight.
And another penalty is going to take him half the distance to the goal. So now it will be first down and goal to go from the 10-yard line. Big blitz coming. Olsen throwing, incomplete. He had no choice but to turn around and just try to fire that ball as a big blitz was coming right through the middle. 6 for 17 for 113 yards.
You know, that 6 for 17 is kind of skewed because he really doesn't have a lot of time to throw the ball. I mean, he takes one step back and then he has somebody in his face almost automatically.